News: a deadly shooting involving police now under investigation in Indiana County. State police say Jonathan Pearce Jr. shot at them and they returned fire, killing him. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Christine Sorensen. Our Mamie Ba explains what led up to this.
Yesterday evening, it was a difficult night for the communities here in Indiana County.
State police responding to multiple incidents in Indiana County, including a deadly officer-involved shooting in Grant Township.
Responding troopers received information that Mr. Pearce had fired several shots prior to their arrival.
State police responded to Dixonville Road following a report of a physical assault around 5 Sunday involving Jonathan Pearce.
It's my understanding that Mr. Pearce had instigated or initiated that physical confrontation with a neighbor. At some point during that altercation, Mr. Pearce got into his pickup truck and he intentionally rammed one of the victim's own vehicles.
Investigators say during the course of that incident or shortly after, the 34-year-old used his rifle to fire at 2 young adults and children, believed to be his neighbors as well.
We're thankful that those individuals who were shot at were able to flee.
Troopers say Pearce barricaded himself in his home along this street, set it on fire, and then climbed onto the roof with his rifle and started shooting at them.
Our troopers returned fire, striking the suspect and fatally wounding him.
No troopers were injured. All the victims are okay. As part of the investigation, a psychological autopsy will be conducted on Pearce. Reporting from State Police Indiana Station, Mamie Ba, KDKA TV News.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. And yet another white man has apparently lost their marbles in this trend of white men committing random acts of violence. This time it was 34-year-old Jonathan James Pearce, who you have not seen a photo of, but you can tell from my caption, I assert that he is a white man. And the reason why: this happened in Indiana County, Pennsylvania, which is a county dead in the center of Pennsylvania, which has a white population of 96.47% and only a black population of 1.57%. So it's only a 1.57% that this guy was black. But also, I tell by the way that sheriff was mentioning Mr. Pearce. Mr. Pearce did this. Mr. Pearce did that. Mr. Pearce did that. If it was otherwise, they would have been calling him the suspect or the perpetrator or this guy. But they showed even a large amount of respect to Mr. Pearce, even in his derelictness of shooting at neighbors, ramming neighbors' car, burning his own house, and firing at police. Now, just think about it. This guy started an altercation with his neighbor, got into his truck, then ran over to their park or their parking lot and rammed their cars, got out of the car. I don't know if he totaled the car there or had to run back to the crib, but he went back to the crib, grabbed his rifle, fired at them, 2 adults and 2 children, then barricaded himself in the house, set his whole house on fire, and then ran up to the roof, cat on a hot tin roof like style, and then started firing at police. Now I want to show you another video that gives you a little more insight on it. But even as the man was killed, they're still trying to protect his whiteness in his death. You heard the news reporter say, as a part of the investigation, we're going to do a psychological investigation on him. So they're not going to just say, okay, he was evil, he was violent, he was, a criminal, he was full of hate. No, he had to be crazy. That is, I mean, they're going to do a psychological evaluation on him because they want to give him the excuse of mental health instead of criminality, of violence, of innate decrepancy. But just watch this news video and we'll see how they paint the narrative as well. And this video is fair use for literary and commentary purposes only.
And new details tonight about a deadly police-involved shooting in Indiana County. State police released the name of the man who died. Troopers say he is Jonathan Pearce Jr. They also revealed more about what they say happened before they got to Dixonville Road in Grant Township.
And troopers say Pearce fired shots at his neighbors, including 2 young children, before shooting at the troopers. Channel 11's Rachel Pearce joins us from Grant Township.
State police calling what happened here along Pickering Run Road traumatic. They say a man jumped onto this green roof with a shotgun and started firing down at troopers below after starting a fire inside the home.
It's a very complex investigation.
A series of events state police are now investigating. Troopers say they were first called to the scene for an alleged assault between a man and a neighbor Sunday evening.
It's my understanding that as the troopers were responding, they were receiving information that the suspect in that physical assault, who was an adult male, he was firing shots.
Police say the man then started a fire inside this home, then climbed onto the roof with a shotgun and started firing at officers below. State police say troopers fired back, killing the man.
Certainly a traumatic incident. We are very, very fortunate that our troopers were not injured.
The Marion Center Volunteer Fire Company alerted neighbors to stay inside their home.
We were really, really afraid, you know. We locked our doors and, you know, I was afraid because nothing's ever happened like this before.
State police say right now the officers involved in the shooting are on administrative duty. In Grant Township, Rachel Pearce, Channel 11 News.
And there you see the lady that they interviewed. Of course, she was white because Grant Township in Indiana County is evidently full of white people. But this guy, as they released the identity, but they didn't release the picture. And, you know, you guys tell me why the other day there was a shooting in Reedsville, I think, and they admitted that the subject was a black male that the police killed. And there was another shooting the other day as well, where while he was being arrested, like they released a video of him walking out of the McDonald's when they arrested him. So I always ask myself, why do they not show the pictures of these white men who are shooting at the police? Now, this ended, I guess, as it should have had. If their narrative is correct, they did, you know, end up killing the Mr. Pearce, as they're calling him. But this man had already shot at neighbors, set his house on fire, and shot at troopers. And so even though he did all that, they are still going to try to paint him as a victim of mental health rather than the dangerous criminal savage that he was, shooting at law enforcement officers, which is the worst thing that we can do, evidently. But here's another video, once again, of the double narrative, of the double standard of media coverage of these type of incidents. If you guys do like this content and wish to help this channel grow, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but it allows this channel to grow more and be more evident in the internet spaces. But I do thank you, and especially you, for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to this channel. And you see the number, 919-587-7782. And as always, I pray you have peace and blessings.